Greetings. This is Alea Eternal, and we're tuning in here together for another episode of 1320 Time Stream. Now, as you may be familiar with, we are taking a look at our wavespell section of our daily transmission. We also today got up the download for the whole wavespell, and so I encourage you to check that out. Good, valuable information there on kind of the whole paradigm, how to really engage a wave spell, including some of the energy that the wave spell is going to really be part of. So today we're going to kind of go over the dog here. I'm just going to show it to you really quickly. Identifying our purpose today. And so the first day of a wave spell in some way is very pivotal, especially how you show up. Now it's kind of an interesting balance between like what you're doing as though what you're doing has an effect, and just being present and receiving and not needing to worry about doing anything of this nature. I think there's a beautiful middle ground that you'd say, oh, what is the correct thing to do? Well, everything, this and that, the paradox, the contradiction, both sides of, oh, do something, and that's what the wave spell is gonna, be charged with, because the day of the dog here is like the energy that the whole wave spell is gonna take on. So there's gonna be many nuances throughout today, and that's gonna kind of be what the entire wave spell will take on as the energy of the dog for you. And in that respect, it can be like, okay, well, I want to focus on this. And that past failure mentality would be like, oh no, if I don't focus on this, then whatever, right? There's also this energy of allowing, which is like, oh, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what you do, because there's just a natural energy. And it's going to happen regardless of if you do anything or not. And so I feel, within both of those, within every binary is a central paradox. And that central paradox is like the mixing bowl of all the ingredients. And so in there, that's where the creative magic of who you are shows up. And these systems here help us take a closer look at that and how that works for us and how we're inside of it. So the dog energy, quite plainly, like I unify in order to love. The dog energy we're unifying and bringing together as the magnetic dog. The magnetic tone, as we've described before, is the unifier. It's the magneticity. It's the attractor, the binder, bringing things together. The dog energy is, the loyal one. It is love, loved ones, friends, family, tribe. It is, community, groups. It is like sticking to things, following through, things like that. And so the dog energy here, I find, is really, today is like, you could say identifying who your community is, identifying who your family is, right? Unifying the group energy could be another one that really kind of exemplifies itself as like the magnetic dog vibe. Attracting loyalty, it's like, are we doing something, are we participating in something that is really attracting that loyalty in relationships and tribe and your endeavors, right? So there's that unification energy, that magneticity. I'm just kind of making that word up, magneticity. Magneticness. It's part of the magnetic tone, also known as the tone of purpose. Right? The purpose of love, the purpose of loyalty, the purpose of heart. Right? What is the purpose within your heart? That's a really big one. The heart's purpose. Are we directing it? Is it directing us? Is it that paradox that we're embodying? Right? So these are all really good questions. And in the first 4 days of our wave spell, today we're identifying the purpose, then identifying the challenge, identifying the service, then identifying the form. So we're going through the kind of advanced identification process for this in the next 3 days. I would just call that the next 4 days, because I include that first day in one of those days. And then on the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th day, we're taking command of those faculty, and then we're giving form to those faculty on the 9th to 12th days. So that's kind of the dynamic of our wave spell. On the 13th day, we're taking magic flight, which is known as magnetic return. So yeah, let's just do a quick breath here through the magnetic dog here today and align some energies for ourselves. This is going to be the right ankle and the left thumb. Right ankle, left thumb. Begin when you're ready. Just feel naturally what's there for you. Right ankle, left thumb, outward. Okay. Those are some nice introductory breaths. And with that, we'll end this portion of this episode of 1320 Time Stream, and that'll be the wavespell transmission for today. Stay tuned for the affirmation section.